got the rock, I got the sauce, I got that drip, can't f with no op. Drinking my cup, pull up some rock, stay getting lit, yeah till I drop. Oh na na na, 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 oh na na na.
Y'all sit back and watch me speak. About to take over your screen. Talking bulls in 93. Talking mom, I'm on TV. Y'all know all I do is me. All I do is me. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and all I know, my money green. About to snap and make a scene. My cup off and make us free. My cup off and make them scream. Go back off for TMZ. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch me speak. Y'all sit back and watch. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Money long, nothing on credit. I got style, don't catch no feelings. All this bread, ain't got no letters. I got style, don't catch no feelings. Watch me. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. If it ain't got style, I ain't with it. Look. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Watch me. Sit back. Sit back. Watch me. Sit back and watch. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first week of LAS Valorant here at Legends Esports. My name is Gurf. I'm going to be your streamer and colorcaster today, and I will be joined by none other than Weeping Prophet. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing mighty okay.
Mighty okay's good start for week
Mighty
one.
okay.
Well, we are going to be getting into these games very, very soon. We're just waiting for a couple of these players to get into the lobby here. So once they are here, we can get going, and we will follow, hopefully, the appropriate rules as we see the time ticking down, because games are going to be starting, like I said, very shortly. Today, we're going to have two new teams joining us here in Legends Esports. It's going to be none other than PBS Kids, and along with, I believe, ORN Esports. So, two new teams, bunch of new players that we have never seen before, Weeping. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a new one for both of us here today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've obviously never casted these teams, and it'll be a new experience, especially casting with you, because this is my first time casting with you.
I, have we maybe back in a long
I
time
don't,
ago in Legends? Maybe it was a long,
I don't
long
think
time ago.
so.
Not once. Oh damn.
I don't think so. I think way back when it was I was just filling in with other people. No, I don't think we've casted. I could be wrong. I normally am, but
But here we
I
are.
don't think we have.
Here we are though.
Here we are.
I'm
Who would have
I'm
thought?
excited for some games today. It's been honestly a hot minute since I've done some casting myself, so I'm glad to be back here too. But honestly, I've been getting hyped up by a lot of the VCT streams I've been seeing throughout the Pro League, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen here in LAS. Well, it is a little bit of a lower elo. Still a lot of fun stuff, still a lot of aggressive plays that I tend to notice more often in LAS Valorant. It's more just aggression and who can be the main DPS coming out here. So I'm very excited to see what these guys have to offer here, and we are just getting into the lobby now. So both teams should be ready to go, and then we'll do our map selection as well before we head on to our first map. Just a reminder, there are going to be predictions opening up soon as well, so I will get those ready for you guys so you can make sure to put in your predictions. And honestly, while I'm saying this, if I time it correctly, it should be opening up as I'm saying this. So remind me in 3 minutes, Weeping, about that to press those. So a couple more players to go. Then we can start to see what maps we're going to get. And then we're going to get going. But Weeping, any thoughts about Valorant evolving in the past few months? We do also have two new agents that we're going to might possibly see today, which is KO and Yoru. Haven't seen them last split because they were new last split, but anything you could tell us about those two guys?
Um, no, no. Yeah, Yoru. He's an interesting one. He's really good with the aggression. There's a lot of really good combos you could do, and it'd be interesting to see if any teams want to use him. I'm not sure how good he is right now. I can't fully recall at the moment, but I know that Yoru can be played very aggressively, and then KO is just he's stupid. He can have a lot of control. He can give a lot of information, and he also has a lot of utility he can use with his silences, and then his second life, his ability to be knocked down with his ultimate instead of dying, so that can also help to extend some rounds for people's favor. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if either of the teams do pick it up. I think if I'm correct, yeah, we've got a couple KO players here. I don't see very much Yoru on our magic sheet, but yeah, it should be interesting. Hopefully, they pick out some slick picks.
That's what I was kind of doing before too, trying to at least scout out some of these players that we're going to see today. A lot of information that we actually have for Orion Esports, as you mentioned, couple KO players, Ginger Jesus, Patriot, even Nova too, all proficient on those. It is Nova who plays KO the most out of those three players. So I'm interested to see if they decide to run something like that. And you mentioned too with the utility that's coming in for an agent like KO. There's a lot. There's a lot that he's got. He's got a bunch of suppression. He's got explosives. So I'm interested to see where they use that, and especially when it comes to those spike plants. A lot of the time we see these players finding angles that I personally would have never thought of, but as long as you can hear those audio cues coming through for when the spike goes down, if they time it right, there's going to be utility flying across the map and lands perfectly on that. Well, I say this maybe with a grain of salt there.
Could land
but
perfectly.
but
There's
that's
a possibility.
that is a possibility. We tend to see it a lot with Sova players as well too. We do have Steve Robot on Orion who does play the Sova quite a bit, so that is something that maybe we potentially see is this player of Orion have those angles down to get those recon bolts out, to get those shock darts on the point when those spikes go down. It can be such a huge moment of interrupting when you're just trying to plant and all of a sudden the pain is raining from out of nowhere seemingly. I really love watching Sova players for that too, so I'm gonna try my best. I know there's a hotkey in there somewhere that allows you to follow arrows, but We'll see.
Yeah. Last split we were casting a player named Malicious on I can't remember. It might have been Lotus something or maybe Phoenix, some team. Um, and man, he was on that brimstone constantly, and he was always hitting those mollies right where they needed to be. And yeah, when you see something like that, that'll get you really hyped up for
It,
sure.
it just seems to me good brimstone players have that ability to just not only hit those points on the spike to keep people off, but just using the mollies as a method of deterrent, right? To just keep them away from those key choke points or pushing points. Just say, okay, I dare you to walk into this molly right now. Or even using it to trap
Mm,
somebody in, be like, you have nowhere to go. On top of that, too, good brimstone players, if you can get those orbital strikes nice and early and pick up a lot of those ultimate orbs, um, an orbital strike is just pivotal
mm,
in those aggressive rounds, especially if you are coming into something like a low econ round. You're going for a pistol round, and you need something with a little bit of extra
with a
spiciness. I don't know if we
zhuzh.
want to like then just digging for a word there. Looks like we have everybody in and ready to go. So let's start the map selection. I believe I'm sending this to the wrong person. Let's start map selection. All right, I will send them the rules just as a reminder for what is going to be going on. I will reiterate those to you, the stream, as well. So with this going on, it is going to be, oh, for some reason, weird, but but yeah, it is going to be PBS Kids on the home selecting side and Orion on the away side. So here's how it's going to go. Away team is going to get the first map ban. Home team is going to get the second map ban. And then for our first map, it will be home team map select with away team selecting attack or defense. Game 2 will be away team with map select, home team side select. And then if there is a game 3, home team will have the map select with away team as it. So we are almost ready to go. Just waiting for the map selection. Okay, so map select. We do right here in chat. So PBS map ban first. Might as well get some music playing as well too. Get a little hype going. Hope everyone in chat is having a good time. And I completely forgot about the prediction, so I am gonna pop those now, which means it is 3 minutes after I'm saying this. No, 3 minutes before I'm saying this. Who will win map number 1? Will it be PBS or will it be Orion Esports? We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna set it for about 10 minutes here and see if we get any bites there in the chat from that.
Yeah, should be an interesting. How is it? Sorry, is it best of 2 again? I mean, I should know this, but we doing best of 2s again?
It is a best of 3 today, so
Best of 3. That's right.
so it looks like with a couple e-subs coming in for Orion, they are going to be losing a couple of their bans and selections coming in here. I do have to reiterate the rules of those e-subs coming in, but they will be losing them. So map 1 is going to be Haven. Map 1 Haven. Map 1 Haven. Yeah. All right, I believe we're ready. So we are going to be switching things on over to the agent select in just a quick second. We've got PBS on the attacking side with Orion on the defender side. So let's go ahead and fire this one up. We can get into our first game of the day, baby. There we go. It's time. It's time. I'm ready for this. Ready to do a little bit of casting here, but onto a map that's been around, well, since the start of Valorant here, and we'll get to see what kind of angles they're going to go for. With 3 points to drop that spike on, does make things a little bit more interesting to watch in terms of where these teams decide to rotate. But Here we go. Agent select. We got the Viper coming in from Ginger Jesus right off the bat here. Let's keep our eyes out. I see a KO already getting hovered, weeping.
All right, and a Yoru for G2 Smurf. Okay. Switching it around. Gonna see what we're gonna actually take. So far, Viper's the only one locked in. I don't know if I should try to talk fast for this one. Viper's locked in. We got a Sova Astra. Astra locked in now for PBS. Astra, big move right there. A lot of smoke. Sova locked in after that. Jet following up from Billy Bob.
Well,
And then a Sage for Kendall Jenner.
I'm curious to see. I think I have the names on the wrong side, so I'm going to get those flipped around real quick because I'm also getting used to this
your agent.
new lovely screen that we have. So let me just switch things up there for you real quick.
We've got just about everyone. KO officially locked in for Orion.
Oh, we
And,
do get
yeah.
the KO. Excellent, excellent stuff. All right, well, here we go, Weeping. On to Haven for map number 1. Predictions are still open, but let's flip it on over and get into our first game.
Got the 2 Jets, 2 Sages, 2 Sovas. Those are kind of classic picks that that most teams will play. And yeah, we're getting into this map. Couple differences, obviously the Astra here. They're gonna have that smoke available to them for the side of PBS. Not really a lot of smokes. Well, the Viper does provide some decent smokes, but you can't. It's a lot easier with Astra.
I don't know if you just saw where Ginger Jesus decided to put one of his Viper smokes. So he kind of hit it on the ledge of the exit to garage on the C site there. So it's going to be really interesting seeing if that does end up paying off, if there is going to be a C push here. But here we go, Weeping. Game number 1 on our first map of the day. Let's see what these guys have to offer.
Yeah, we got some peaks going on here down C long. Nothing too crazy yet. I'm going to play this a little bit slowly. Obviously, first round, first game. See where they want to take this specifically. Spike is sitting outside of this garage area. Some more shots ringing out here. C long seeing a little bit of action between Billy Bob and Ginger Jesus. Look at the Spike coming over here too, along with that Astra. There's some rotations here. KO is still going to be watching A, but we got that Jet moving down, piloted by a Whiskey. Looks like we might have something happen here in garage as Immediates walk in, and G2 Smurf will be the first death of this match. Gonna get a little bit of information, gonna find out where Dead is. Random moving down, but the Spike is going towards A or C. My apologies, Ginger Jesus is gonna get one back onto Billy Bob, but another round is gonna get Ginger Jesus there. Bring it down 2-3. Some more shots. Governor with a 3K so far. A 4K onto Whiskey. Now you're going to have to watch out for that Nova moving behind, trying to get that lurk and to throw out some shots. Isn't going to find it. And Dead is going to take away that ace.
What
Absolute monster.
Lovely start to our first game. A 4K from Governor. That is a fantastic start for the side of PBS kids. So really well done. Great aggressive start. And I think we might need to keep our eyes on this Astra as we go in. But honestly, this is still the start. It's still pretty early. Econ's not going to be too affected, but we are going to see that Orion is going for another pistol round here to save up a little bit for our third round coming up next. But should look like more of a PBS favored round since they are sitting on those Spectres.
Yeah, some Spectres and some of that KO utility is going to be used here. Going to be suppressed and going to get a little bit of information now as to where they are.
I do notice, Weeping, they are playing this relatively cautious, I would say, on both sides. You see, taking their time, pushing in, and not being, I would say, overly aggressive. But you know what? Patience is a virtue, and it does pay off.
Taking their time. They are looking into this garage area. They're going to get some information here. Throwing out some shots. heal coming in because that Sova Steve Robot was taken down a little bit. I guess he took a dink when we weren't looking, but yeah, some more of that suppression there from KO. Going to try to push them off a little bit, but it's not fully working. Whiskey, though, with a couple nice shots, is going to take out Billy Bob. Some more shots ring out behind in that window area. Kendall Jenner is going to take out Whiskey, though. Going to bring it down. G2 Smurf is very low. He's going to get that heal, but he's going to keep throwing out shots, and Nova's going to do the jumping classic and is going to pick him up. Take off the rest of that 7 HPs.
30 seconds left.
Steve Robot here behind with 9 HP, and it looks like they went for a rotation while all of that was happening towards A. And Orion is incredibly behind. They're still towards A. Now they're looking to rotate here, but they did not read that very well. They took up a lot of that action in Garage and didn't expect a rotation. Your Governor is going to take that spot and dead with a nice kill on a Patriot. Nova is going to find it back on a dead. Now they're going to have 2 in front or 2 behind, and one of the back. Governor is going to pick up another kill on a Nova and is going to find Ginger Jesus in that A long. Steve Robot is going to even it up and bring it 1-1, and he's going to get another one. Nice headshot with that Spectre. He's going to have enough time to defuse, it looks like.
There we go.
Steve Robot's been low for so much of that round, and he comes out with it.
What started as a bit of a bloodbath there in Garage, you know what? Nice heads up from Governor once again, making that rotation over to the C site. And then it was just from there, 1 for 1 until the last man standing was Steve Robot there. So nicely done to tie things up, especially on an econ round for Orion. So we're going to be all tied up on the scoreboard there, and you can see a little bit of a mixed match of guns. Marshall coming out for Ginger Jesus, so let's see if he can put that to good use.
Yeah, still a couple save rounds. I mean, they both very expensive rounds for both of them, so I can't quite fool by yet as the spike is going towards this A-long position. Astra's going to look to peek here, but Nova on that KO is looking around, going to throw out some of that utility. Sova Dart is thrown out as they immediately run out. Whiskey's going to find the first one when they push in, but the spike's going to go down as well. Kendall Jenner's going to find one onto Whiskey. Some shots thrown out by Nova, but it's not going to land. Kendall Jenner is going to pick that one up on Nova, and now we're coming in with the rotations from A side. Ginger Jesus with that Marshall. Kendall Jenner's going to find a third on the Patriot. Ginger Jesus not able to find the headshot at the top. They're going to get that concuss. He's going to find a kill, though, on dead with the Marshall. Steve Robot following it up with another kill on a Kendall Jenner. And now it's a 2-2. Steve Robot doing well again. Jump down from that Viper, and Steve Robot is going to finish it off on a Governor again. 2 rounds in a row with a 2 or a 1v1 there.
Steve Robot, the winner of the Hunger Games today. That's come in twice.
Finding the shots when needed.
Oh, that was absolutely lovely. You saw maybe not the first Marshall shot, but Ginger Jesus did pick it up with the second there, and again just turns into a bunch of trades with 1 remaining member. Gonna be 2-1 here for Orion heading into round number 4, and you can see the setup here, potentially looking to push to C site as PBS grouping up a little bit all around that site. But again, they do have to keep an eye as Ginger Jesus is going to be watching C-Long there. Let's see if they can get past him.
Yep. Steve Robot is going to sell that Spectre. Not sell it. He's going to throw it out for a rifle. And some shots coming out. Kendall Jenner is going to start it off immediately onto Ginger Jesus. It's not going to make it... it's going to make the C side wide open for them to push in. Ooh. Whiskey, though, from behind is going to find Billy Bob. But the spike is going to go down. That Sova ultimate is coming through, though. It got a tag, but oh, it does find one, and Nova with that Molly is going to find another one. Nova finds the second one for that round, and a third with that Vandal. Nova doing really well this round.
Oh, what a gorgeous Hunter's Mark coming out from Steve. Absolutely gorgeous. Does get the kill on one, but I believe it did impact, do some decent damage there onto a second member of PBS. Wow. Really nicely done. Now we're starting to see things kick up a little bit of a notch here, getting a little bit more aggressive as we settle into this game, as these teams get a little bit more comfortable in their first week of games here. But that is going to be really nice here, and you can see Vandals across the board set up for Orion. So this is going to be a very strong round, a bit of a save coming out for PBS. So looking more Orion favored. But again, you never know with Valorant that sometimes those guns, most times those guns can make a difference, but not every time. It's not 100% guarantee weeping.
Yeah, always an option. Steve Robot is going to use this bot to come out, get some information. Does know where that Reyna is. Gets a tag down. Spike is towards A to G2 Smurf. See, KO's going to use that ultimate, going to be overloaded for a period of time, and is going to use almost all of his utility.
You see it.
The ultimate is going to run out. Not going to push too hard. And Spike is moving back. Billy Bob is going to have to dash through. And Dead is going to get a pick onto Steve Robot. That just leaves Ginger Jesus watching this C side, but he's going to have to be careful. Spike isn't there just yet, though. They haven't moved it. Let's head over there. Some shots are ringing out, some suppressions going through. G2 Smurf is going to look to plant that spike, and the Reyna ultimate is going to be popped as well. They get the blind out, they're going to move back, but keep spamming. And that recon bolt is going to get some information. Whiskey's going to find Governor in the back and garage. Billy Bob's going to find it back, though. Nova's going to get one onto Billy Bob. Some more shots ringing out as Nova gets up 2.
remaining.
Ginger Jesus finds another. And now it's a 3-1. The spike defense not working out. Kendall Jenner does find Nova, though, brings it down, but Ginger Jesus is going to finish off the round and get that defuse.
That's going to be 4 in a row here for Orion that they've been picking up. So on a bit of a streak here, playing this really, really nice, and I'm liking the approaches that they're taking into these pushes, utilizing that those utilities really well. Let's see, that's a bit of a tongue twister there, but this has been really, really, really good for Orion. That they just continue to grow their econ there. You can see everyone's sitting pretty in terms of economy, and a bit of a buy round coming in here for PBS. So let's see if they can actually push that and get a win here, because if not, that econ is going to be in a bit of shambles if they end up losing another round here.
Poison orb emitting.
A lot of shots coming out, going to knock down that wall. Looks like they're going to maybe go for B. Some of that utility coming through. Governor's going to find a shot on the Patriot, though, but they're all rotating now. They're outside that Sova's peeking out, but it's not going to matter. As Kendall Jenner picks that one up, Whiskey's going to find one back against Dead, but now they're rotating towards C full on, and they've got the site. It's free for them. That Jet ultimate is going to be popped. Whiskey's going to try to look for something, but the spike does go down, and now it's up to the retake again, which has been working out pretty well. Ginger Jesus with a really aggressive position. Now Kendall Jenner's going to pick up that Reyna again. Ginger Jesus finds one on the Governor, finds another one through the box. He's going to pick up Billy Bob and bring it down to a 3v3. These spams working out really well. Dead's going to find one on a Whiskey, though. That res so far working out pretty well. G2 Smurf holding that really good cubby position for that spike plan. Bud is going to be peeking. Doesn't matter, though. G2 Smurf is going to find Ginger Jesus and is going to bring it down to a 3v1. And he's going to finish it off for another one and get that second round for PBS Kids.
1 is the loneliest number, and unfortunately Nova was left all by himself there dealing with 4 other members of PBS. So that was a huge round that they needed to pick up there, especially after buying all those Phantoms. While they did lose a couple members, that is going to be fantastic for PBS to get themselves relatively back into this game. So 4-2, still in the lead for Orion, but we are heading into round number 7 here. You can see those buys are still looking pretty healthy across the board.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, it was a good round from them, able to not absolutely sacrifice their ecos. Billy Bob isn't going to get a gun here. He's going to use that Jet ultimate. Hopefully find some value with that. So pushing up towards A. Shots don't quite land, but they're going to get a little bit of information. Now the defense is moving in pretty quickly to take this side back, and they're going to have to rotate off of that. G2 Smurf not going to find too much with that ult. And now that's 4 people towards A, they're going to have to move that rotation pretty quickly. C is open, but they're playing this kind of slowly. Billy Bob going to walk right into that. Bulldog takes a minute to work, but Kendall Jenner is going to find it back onto Steve Robot. Some more shots coming out. Health bar is going a little bit lower. Patriot going to find G2 Smurf in the C side. And that Viper ultimate's going to cut that off for them. See if they want to rotate back towards it. They're going to drop the spike and decide what they want to do. This is pretty heavy towards C. They don't have anybody towards A, so they could be looking for a rotation. They might be baiting this, but that Viper just needs to stand by the smoke, and it's not going to be a problem. Looks like they're going to want to take the spike towards A, but
10
you
seconds
can see
left.
Orion is already here. It's a little late for that now. They're running out of time. They're not going to be able to do anything. Nova's going to find one. Some more shots coming out. The spike comes down for the extra money, but it's not going to matter. The timer does run out. And that's another round for Orion.
5-2 now for Orion, and again, you know what? I've seen crazy leads coming in, especially in the first half. So, in the terms of things, this is not too much of a big distance that PBS has to close here. But we are seeing a bit of a trend here with Orion. The rounds they are winning are pretty dominating. But PBS still having a couple good rounds too. And we're going back to what we saw there in round 3, where PBS going for those full buys. Econ's looking a little low here. So again, it's a must-win round for them if they want to keep rolling, because it's a very slippery slope once you go for those full buys and lose a round after that. It just makes it much more harder to get back into these rounds.
Yeah, this is another kind of must-win. Otherwise, they're going to be stuck in the hole of economy and down 5-2 already. It's not the worst situation out there, but you don't want to extend that. And Dead is going to go ahead and make a stop to that for now with that nice pick right there. And that Astro ultimate is going to go through. We're going to try to interrupt a little bit to be able to get on a site, but Ginger Jesus doesn't like that, and he's going to get a kill onto Billy Bob. Spike does go down, but a lot of shots are ringing out. Patriot gets 2, while Governor and G2 Smurf are going to find 2 of their own. Now it's a 2v2, but the health bars over on PBS are a little bit low. That Viper wall is going to be a problem. Dead with a nice shot onto Nova. Going to take that out and bring it down to a 2v1, but Ginger Jesus bringing it back with a nice flick, and it's going to find G2 Smurf. He's going to finish that off with a 3K and get Orion their 6th round of this half.
Oh, what a crazy round weeping. First of all, Patriot comes in there, somehow is able to sneak around all of PBS, takes out 2, gets some dinks onto a 3rd, and then Ginger Jesus from the corner, able to clean it up. And just really well done, able to finish off the Viper while the Reyna Orb was still up, clearing out the Reyna Orb, and then just cleaning up the rest of the round. That was really nicely done, but you can see now, reverting back to some of the Spectres and the Sheriff for PBS, they are going to be in a little bit of trouble here with only 2 of those Phantoms. You see, another Spectre just got picked up here, but a lot of good guns for Orion, and this does make things a little bit more tricky for PBS, as it does seem to be an A push coming in here.
Yeah, every member of Orion is taking their turns, bringing it, coming in with the frags, and like you said, they're looking for an A push here. Spike is here, and all 5 of them right there. Let's see what the first pick brings. Governor is going to find Nova and open up the site for them. As that Jet is going to rush towards Heaven. Covered by a little bit of smoke, but see what a peek is going to do for them. Stage wall is going to cut off a little bit. Some shots coming out into Heaven and out onto the site. Health bar is getting a little bit low. That Sage down a half health, but is going to use that heal to get back up. Kind of a difficult retake, but they're not even paying attention to Heaven. Whiskey's going to find the first one. Patriot's going to find 2. And the retake every time is working for them to jump down, and Patriot's going to get a 3rd one, and now it's just this Jet, and it's not going to matter. Nova's going to be rezzed for that eco, and Steve Robot is going to get that defuse.
Now
it's Patriot's turn to make something happen.
Yeah, Patriots putting in some work here. Absolutely lovely that they used the Sage ult in order to get that econ back, in order to save their fallen teammate, but we are starting to see a little bit of a lead running away here for Orion in this first map of the day. So this is where we start to see a few troubles here, and again, the econs for PBS in, I would say, a bit of shambles here. They are putting every little bit of resources they can into their guns and their buys, but it's a must-win round, like we said 2 rounds ago, and we're seeing that slope just getting steeper and steeper for them to climb.
Yeah, shots ringing out towards C. They get a little bit of information. The rotations are coming in fast. They're biting hard, but you know you got to do that if you're gonna be there as quick as they are for each retake. Yeah, that KO ultimate is gonna come in, put some suppression down, and he's gonna get some extra information. The overload isn't gonna pick anything else up. It's not before it runs out. And they've already run all the way towards this A site. You can see Governor here with this important lurk, just kind of staying behind. See if he can find Steve Robot here. He's going to find anything, but they do get that spike point. We're going to use that ultimate. So Ryan is going to take down that wall. A lot of economy coming out through here. Not economy.
Look at the flank.
Oh, Patriot, Whiskey, and Steve Robot going to bring it up for the team. And Whiskey's going to follow that up. Billy Bob is going to get one back, but it's not enough. So Whiskey's going to start the defuse, and Nova with the jumping classic is going to finish off G2 Smurf. And Orion is running away with this lead.
Oh my goodness. The lead continues to grow 8-2 for Orion, and almost a very, very sneaky play by Governor again, looking for those flanks on the back line, but this time Steve Robot was ready to go. The Recon Bolt caught the Astra trying to wrap around on that A site, so able to eliminate that threat before it even became a problem. And again, just standing so strong on these sites, standing so strong that it makes it just very difficult to push in. Every angle's covered, all the utilities being used at the right time, so this has been really, really good from Orion.
Yeah, really nice. We've got the spike over towards Garage again. This map. Sovadrun is going to be taken out, but not before he gets a little bit of information.
Say a lot of
KO is pushing up a little bit, a little heavily here. Might run into Governor here towards day long. See where the shots come out, and KO's going to finish it off. Billy Bob is going to even it up though against Orion. Is going to find Steve Robot. That Astra is off the table, so they're going to run out of a lot of that utility, that smoke. Going to make it a little more difficult to get onto this site. Let's see, they're looking towards this B side. You do have Steve or Nova here watching the angle. Oh, really nice. They're going to shoot down the drone before it can check the corner. They're not sure where Nova is. But they're going to look to rotate away. Nova is going to find Billy Bob in the corner outside of that B side.
30 seconds left.
Now you can see on the map, Sova is moving with that spike. Dead is going to find one on a Whiskey. It's going to equalize that. See if they want to put the spike down just yet. Sova with some nice shots on Nova, but Ginger Jesus is going to find Dead.
Spike planted.
We got two towards that B side. Get the spike down. Going to look for a better position here. See Ginger Jesus and Patriot already on the side.
It's gonna be tight. It's all about the angles, Weeping.
And G2 Smurf is gonna find one. He's gonna pull out the ultimate right before Kendall Jenner is gonna finish off the round. That's gonna be a waste of those 8 or so orbs that you have to pick up for that, but still, that's a round for them. 8-3. Hopefully they can bring it up 8-4 for their own sake this half as we hit the last round.
Definitely a nice lead that Orion had created for themselves here. And, you know, last one before we head off to the swap, we are going to see Billy Bob picking up the operator this time. The first one we have seen this game, so let's see if they can put that to good use. A lot of the times you end up seeing it on those Jet players. Just having the dash to get away after you pop a shot off is really, really useful to see, but here we go, Weeping. Last one.
A lot of shots coming out. The wall is broken mid, but it looks like they don't want to quite go for there. They are going to use that blind as kind of a bait. They're not fully committing anywhere. Have that Jet jumping around NB site. Oh! Billy Bob with an up shot onto Ginger Jesus at the back of C.
God. Knives are out though, Weeping.
And knives are out.
Blocking sight.
So they're gonna push in, but Steve Robot is here watching. Billy Bob is gonna find him though in that corner, and that's C side for them. Nova's got a pretty decent angle here, see if he can find anything. Can't quite find it. Whiskey though is gonna find Governor. Op shot isn't gonna land, and now it's a 3v4. Flashbang from that KO. You're gonna spam the box. Patriots gonna find Kendall Jenner, but Billy Bob is gonna find it back onto him. Whiskey's gonna find Billy Bob though, and is gonna take that op out. Whiskey's gonna find another one for the 3K. Now it's up to Dead. Dead finds one, but Nova's gonna finish it off with 15 HP. And is gonna get them that 9th round of the half.
Oh my god, Weeping. Op shots and knives flying back and forth. What a crazy round. I thought PBS had it there. Billy Bob
Switching
just flipped
sides.
the switch and was playing out of his mind. But in the end, it's Nova who finishes it off. And Orion take themselves into the second half of this one, 9-3. So really great stuff, honestly, from both teams so far. But it's just Orion getting the slight edge in these clutch rounds here. But oh man, Weeping, I'm so happy to be back casting some Valorant. I miss this action. I miss seeing these crazy plays and all the chaos that happens on these sites. So love to see it happening. But and we go to our second round here. Back to those pistol rounds. We do see a bunch of I believe they're ghosts. The ghosts.
Yep, ghosts.
As you can tell, it's been a little minute for you guys. But my favorite is always going to be the Frenzy. You can see Governor and Whiskey has one, but here we go.
Spike down.
Quick move into the side. Dead is gonna find one. Whiskey isn't gonna be able to find Dead though, and they have the site. They have the plan now. Just gonna have to watch out for that retake. Orion gonna come in and take it very quickly. Viper Wall is gonna have a lot of use. Steve Robot's gonna hold behind, but this is gonna be a quick move in. Whiskey's gonna find Billy Bob. Steve Robot's gonna get G2 Smurf off of that alert, and Kendall Jenner's gonna get one bag. Nova finds one on the Governor, and Dead moves into the smoke at the wrong time. Kendall Jenner's gonna find Nova. Is gonna open it up and gonna start the defuse, but the smoke's in the way. Dead's gonna find one, but Steve Robot and Ginger Jesus are gonna end it. The attackers are gonna get another one for their team, and that's 10-3 for Orion at the start of this half.
Things are starting to get a little scary. Weeping only 3 rounds away from taking this first map, and Orion are just playing this out of their minds. Again, Steve Robot, the winner of the Hunger Games there at the end of this one. But a lot of really close health bars on either side. It's coming down to a few clutch shots, especially in those pistol rounds. It just comes down to who has got the better crosshair placement. But see, Steve Robot is setting up for one of those recon bolts there. Going over and
Orion winning these firefights. So they're gonna go again, just stomping through, looking for A, but they do have this. Oh, Governor with the shorty shots here in short. Ginger Jesus is gonna get it back. Whiskey's gonna follow that up with a Judge. 2 Judge kills. What a monster. Patriot's gonna go ahead and start planting. His Dead is gonna take a little bit of damage from that Molly there from Viper. That's
I love
a 4v2 now.
oh, I
disagree with you. Whiskey's gonna peek with the Jets, gonna get a 3K for the round so far. Billy Bob's the only one left up here in this 7th position. See who's gonna find. They don't know exactly where he is, but they have an idea. And Whiskey's gonna peek that, get a 4K in the second round of the half, and 11-3 now for Orion. Looking really dire for PBS kids here.
Judge me if you will. The reason why I like that gun so much is, for me personally, I am not the best FPS player, so it does make things nice.
You can't keep talking after you say something like "judge me."
I'm gonna keep talking. But Weeping, honestly, when you have aggressive pushes like that, having a gun like the Judge or busting out something like one of the light machine guns, like the Ares or the is it the Orion, I believe? One of those two.
The Odin.
Odin, thank you. Sorry.
Orion is one of the teams.
Yes, it is. See, we get mixed up a little bit here, but it makes for good aggressive pushes, which we are seeing from Osiris happening right now again.
Take flight.
Yep. First kill already coming through. Gonna get some information with that. Dead is gonna find one though. Equalize it. Whiskey though with that Judge still. Gonna find Governor, and some more shots are ringing out. 4-3 is the scoreline here.
Blocking sight.
Or at least the amount of people alive. Steve Robot is going to find an interesting place to plant here in the very back of the C site. You can see the 3 here left for PBS are sitting here back in that spawn position. More shots coming through. G2 Smurf. Gonna see if we can find any information with that guard. He's gonna get some here.
One
Whiskey
enemy
is gonna find
remaining.
G2 Smurf. Is gonna find him right there. Nova with a sheriff shot onto dead. Steve Robot is gonna finish it off, and that's match point
Oh my.
for Orion.
I don't know about you,
Match
Weeping, but
point.
I have felt a bit of a ramp up here from Orion throughout this series. It's just
A bit, yeah.
they've been playing more and more aggressively throughout this map, and you can see, you know, while we had a few back and forths in these early rounds, just the lead that they have taken has been absolutely ridiculous here. Just round after round after round, winning those firefights, like you said, but just being the overall more aggressive team on these pushes, whether it be defensive or on attacker side. They have been the cleaner team so far today, and it is paying off here in map 1.
Yeah, PBS hasn't even won 2 rounds in a row. So you can see, even when they do lose a round, they bring it back pretty quickly. Shake it off, go back and win another 6 rounds or whatever. They are looking for a side. Billy Bob with a nice shot on the operator. Steve Robot, though, is going to equalize that. Going to take Dead down. Billy Bob throws out another shot, but Patriot's going to hit him first. Governor with a judge.
No
You either
charges
die a
left.
hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I am the villain, Weeping. Well, when I play Valorant, yes, I you know what? No shame when it comes to that. But this is again, the 4 Vandals that still remain on the side of Orion is going to make any possibility of defusing the C site much more difficult. So let's see. It is 4v3 right now. PBS in a bit of a tight spot. Match point right here. So it's going to have to be a miracle round. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, all the ultimates being used this last round. Who cares? Viper ult and Jet ult going to be used. Governor is going to find one on a Steve Robot. Whiskey, though, is going to follow that up with the daggers. Get one on a Kendall Jenner, and they're throwing out all the shots behind. Whiskey goes above. G2 Smurf does find Patriot, but Whiskey's going to find Governor in the back, and now it's up to G2 Smurf with nothing but an operator and a dream. He's going to go for the defuse, but that Molly is going to do enough to take him out, and that's the first game for Orion.
Game 1 to Orion Esports. They take Haven. I believe it was 12-3 after that one. An incredible game. So Orion just looking so damn strong, especially as they got that ball rolling. Made it so damn hard for PBS to find their footing in there. Made it very difficult econ-wise. And I just really love the aggressiveness coming out of Orion here.
Yeah, really good. You can see the combat scores are pretty high, especially Whiskey doing really well. 20 frags on that in that game itself. And man, each one of them 20, 16, 15. You can see 3 of Orion are here up above the rest of PBS. And then the last 2 are ones that you don't even expect to be doing, you know, all that much frag. You got a Sova and a Sage. And they did their part. And yeah, I mean, all of them were doing well.
Mm-hmm. That was a really fun
really
one to
good.
watch. I really liked, honestly, the attempts there by, I believe it was Governor, to try and get those wraparounds, to try and get those flanking positions. I think though Orion started to pick up on that and were much more prepared coming into those later rounds. So that was very interesting to see. When it worked though, it worked extremely well. But I think knowing that PBS loves to go for those flanks, I would expect to probably see the Sova come out once again. I believe it was Steve Robot.
Steve Robot, yeah.
So, believe we might see another Sova, because having that recon bolt is so nice for picking out to any of those potential situations.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, really good game here.
yeah, we are gonna get ready to go for game number 2. So, so it is going to be with eSibs coming in. It does mean that PBS is no longer the home team. Just reiterating the rules on that, and they lose their ban. So for this next one, I'm just gonna check here. It is away team map select, home team. Yeah. and 2. 1 E-sub disqualifies your map ban, and 2 disqualifies you choosing attack or defense. I'm looking at the rulebook right here, though. Yeah, checking the rules.
Just settling some
Yeah.
rules as we try to get this situated.
Yeah, we're working on it. So with the E-subs coming in, PBS being the away team is going to get side select, and it is going to be Orion with PBS will get map select. Orion will get side select. So I believe they have selected Haven. Okay, we'll go to Flips ruling. Said 2 E-subs gives us choice on map, and okay, we will go with the ruling from one of our executives, Flip Trick. So the ruling for multiple E-subs will give choice of map for the side of Orion plus defense and side selection as well too. Sorry. There's a lot of rules. We just want to make sure we are keeping the competitive integrity alive here. Let's see what map and side they're going to go for. Going for that defensive side first seemed to work really well for Orion. I mean, they were just bunkered down the entire time. But even on attack, the aggressiveness, that flip of a switch from we are standing in place ready to defend versus the aggressiveness we saw. Very fun stuff to see.
Playing on Breeze, the worst map in the game. Or maybe not. See what's going on here.
Yep. Breeze was the ban selection for PBS, but since they had E-subs, they lose their bans. So unfortunately, Breeze is still on the board. It is still on the board. Get the predictions going through though. A lot of bets on Orion Esports. There was 89-11 in terms of the voter turnout there. So that's gonna be some points going over to those of you who have voted for Orion.
We're gonna go on Breeze. Gonna see some sick vent plays, some other plays. Let's go.
We're just gonna double check to make sure we are all good to go before we start. Guys. All right. Well, Weeping, what I think we're going to do is cut to break for a little bit while we sort this out. So we'll be right back, guys, for game number 2. Well, map number 2. And we'll let you know about what happens with this. So we'll see you real soon.
Won't you give me a sign? Hey, won't you give me a sign? Hey,
I be on my level. I be on my level. I be on my level. Okay, look, I've been on a mission to the top, and when I get there, it's gonna go down. Lapping the competition while they telling us to slow down. Come for it all, no, that ain't enough just to go round. Waking up the sleepers, if you ain't know, well, man, you know now, yeah. I'm not your average guy, we set that bar too high. There's more than monetary differences between you and I. Hey, this the squad that you don't wanna meddle with. You know we take it higher, we ain't never settling. Come on, hold up, cause I'm going in. You know what it is. I be on my level. I be on my level. Can't touch me now. I be on my level. Pull up. All I do is win. You know what it is. I be on my level. I be on my level. Can't touch me now. I be on my level. Hey, we be about to go off. These boys ain't got no sauce. On the winning streak, I promise we ain't taking no loss. We ain't got nothing in common, you and I. Money keep falling like stars out the sky. Take it easy, hey, they don't believe me. We on another wave, like we ain't hearing what he say. Yeah, they talking trash, you can put it in the garbage. When they know you rap the hardest, you gon' always be a target. Yeah, I put that on my mama. We ain't down for the drama. Keep on adding the commas, the numbers is getting longer. Yeah, I told you, homie, we ain't nothing to meddle with. We just broke the knob, going to another level, yeah. Okay, hold up, cause I'm going in. You know what it is. I be on my level. I be on my level. Can't touch me now. I be on my level. Pull up. All I do is win. You know what it is. I be on my level. I be on my level. Can't touch me now. I be on my level. I be on my level. I be on my level. I be on my level.
All right, Weeping, I do believe we're back. There is an arm coming out.
Yeah, there's somebody.
That's good. It makes for content. It's good. Okay, so we're getting into this. It is with the sub situation coming in, because those players, while they are on the roster as substitutes, they were not added until today, so technically they are still considered eSub. So we're going to go with this. It is map selection for Orion, and they get side selection as well too, which will be on defense. So we're hopping on the Breeze for map number 2, and we'll see if we what's going to happen here. So let's fire it up, Weeping. Let's get going for map number 2.
I need to make known, I hate this map. I think it is the worst, and it sucks big balls.
Tell us another opinionated. How do you really feel about Breeze, Weeping?
I think it sucks big balls. Really, really made it clear. I apologize for my language. Sometimes I get really stirred up when it comes to things in this game that I don't like. But we can see some picks coming through. We've got the Viper, the Jet, and the Sova. New pick, though, instead of KO, we're going to go with that Phoenix on Nova for the side of Orion. As we have PBS here still deciding what they want to do.
Yep, and I do believe we are almost ready to go here. Just waiting for Billy Bob to come through. Any Sovas we see? Yes, Steve Robot back on the Sova as expected. So we're talking about that with the flanks coming out from PBS. So preparing for what, especially on Breeze too, there's so many crazy angles and weird places that you can come out of. So I would expect maybe for Governor to be looking for those again, especially the fact that they are going to be locking in that Jet. So that'll be very interesting to see how they utilize that agent this time, if they are going to go for the flanks. But here we go, Weeping. On to our... Oh, there we go. Quick little blip there, but here we go!
Oh.
Second map of the what?
Billy Bob is AFK for the moment.
Oh,
Could have a little bit of a delay here
yeah.
for this. So we'll be able to get this situated soon.
Long. Well,
I mean, if we can't think of anything to say, we could always discuss the ping numbers that the teams have. That'd be pretty interesting, huh?
this is okay. So, first of all, Billy Bob will be back soon, which is good. Oh, he's back. He's back right away. Okay.
So we don't have to disqualify them from the league.
All right, ready? Just gonna make sure Ryan is ready as well too. Sending out the ready checks first. Okay. ORN ready? Okay, beautiful. Now we can get back into this one. We're gonna do the agent select once again, but that's lovely. Also, we got a little sub coming in. Thank you, Totally Boss, aka Orenji, for the sub. Love you, brother. And lots of new faces here in the Twitch chat today. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that follow button. Lots of esports action every single day of the week. So you know where to find us. It's right here, and
Yes.
always a great
Follow,
time here.
or we will yell.
That's my.
We'll be upset. We'll be real unhappy with you.
Show me your war cry. All right.
I live in an apartment building. I can't quite do that, but I will if I have to. But we do have those predictions also for map 2. Make sure to get your predictions in. Use those channel points. Put in as much as you can. It's not real money, so do with it what you will.
Exactly.
We do have these picks coming in. That Sky is something a little bit different here, as we have, I think the rest of Orion is the same except for Phoenix, but we've got the Sky already locked in. We've got the Hover for Killjoy and for Raze and Viper. Let's see if they're going to lock that in already, or what they're going to do, if they're going to
Choose your agent.
Well, with a few seconds left, should be fine.
Ginger back on that Viper once again, one of his most played agents as well. Patriot picking up the Sage this time, and again Steve Robot on that Silver, which we love to see this time. Instead of going for the KO, switching up, going to Phoenix for Nova. So
and we've got the Sky and Killjoy, 2 new picks, and Viper is a new pick for PBS. They did not play that last map, but we should be good to go. Here we go. Let's see how they want to do this, and what do you want to do? I've never casted on Breeze before. What is that music playing? That is glorious.
It's a little bit of a
It's
beach
like
theme.
steel pans, some dark, dangerous sounds coming through.
What I love about this map though is you'll see in 3 minutes, but all the little Easter eggs that are hidden around this map too. So I'm gonna do my best to get those camera angles going and see what we can see. But this is it's a fun looking map. I don't know how much it is, how fun it is to actually play on it as a player, but lots of crazy angles that these guys are both gonna need to watch out for. And you can see already looking to go to that A site for PBS.
Some bullets are running through that. Killjoy's going to make sure that turret is back there. Watch for the flames, as we've got them already pushing pretty hard in there. Running through, making a lot of noise, and that plant is going to go down behind that Viper wall.
Planted.
Good first move on there, but Nova's going to pick up 2 really easy kills to pick up there right by the spike. And got some low health bars. Gender's going to get one on the Steve Robot. They're going to trade it back, though, onto her. Billy Bob is going to find Nova. Is going to get 2 with that Ghost. He's going to bring it down 2 to 2 to equalize that real quickly. But with the 1 HP that you've got on that Sky, it's going to be real difficult here. Going to get that flash, but it's going to be dodged out, and Whiskey's going to finish that off with the Frenzy.
Nicely done to start this one off. PBS, I think, clumping up a little bit too much in that choke point coming onto A, and you can see how wide of a point that is on the A site. It just allows Orion to spread on out, cover any of those entry angles, and that is going to be very, very difficult to be pushing in on this too. Curious to see if they want to go for that one again, but especially pushing onto that A site, you got to be utilizing that utility really, really well. And at the start of that round, the utility that came out from Orion, a lot of low health bars even coming into the site to start this round off. So that was definitely a bit of a rough start for PBS, but Orion looking good so far, and you can see the buys are starting to come through as well too.
Gonna have that Marshall on Whiskey, and then a Guardian on Ginger Jesus. And this looks like it's going to be a push up the mid. Ginger Jesus, though, with that Guardian, is going to get dead down a little bit. Taken down a little bit, but with that Sage Shield is going to be brought back up with no armor. But nonetheless, Steve Robot is going to find 2 quick kills. Billy Bob's going to trade it back with that Classic. Some more shots coming down. Mid. See Governor looking to loop around, but that Spike is down. And Orion, really good defense here. An aggressive one. Governor take it down real low by that Guardian. Whiskey's just gonna walk in and finish it off.
You got the jet on jet action there, the frenzy to finish him off, but you can see the econs starting to grow a little bit, but it was a bit of a save round coming through from PBS, so you could see they are still going to be able to pick up some nice guns for themselves here. However, similar situation that we saw in on map 1, which was, again, Orion getting a little bit of a lead, keeping those econs going, and PBS, while going for those larger buys, do put themselves in a bit of a more difficult position if they drop those rounds. So you can see the Spectres and a Frenzy, only one Guardian, which is going to be used by Billy Bob. Let's see if they can put this to good use.
Some shots coming down into that cave area. So you got a couple people pushing in there, a couple people pushing up into hallway. Governor pushing up really aggressively. You can see on the map, dashed right through there. Nobody's down yet, but there are some low health bars here. Governor pushed up real far forward. Is going to find Steve Robot. They're going to all be pushing in there, but those Guardian shots are going to come through. Ginger Jesus is going to run up and just take him out. Kendall Jenner's going to get it back, but Whiskey's going to finish off 3-2 Smurf. 2 more! Billy Bob is going to find another one. That's a 2v1 here in favor of Orion. See if Nova can finish out Billy Bob. Billy Bob with that Guardian. His aim is true, and is going to find another kill here. With Patriot, with the Vandal, is going to try to put a stop to this.
Let's see, 1v1 Weeping. This is going to be tough, or I wouldn't say tough. It's 1v1, but
kind of low. Patriot with a good angle.
It's all about the angles, Weeping, especially on Breeze, knowing where to enter in, knowing where someone might get caught out, and you can see Patriot with loads of time to defuse the spike here. Going to put Orion up 3-0 to start this one off. Definitely a great lead for them, but I wouldn't say that's going to be affecting the econs of Orion too much, since it is only Patriot who was the sole survivor of round number 3 there. So you can see the buys are coming through. Governor is going to be picking up an op as well too, so this should be fun to see that in the hands of a jet player. Well, actually both jet players, as you can see, are going to be holding those operators. So this is what I miss about Valorant, seeing who can pop off those op shots the fastest.
Good work. Don't screw it up.
Yeah, we're going to see Governor versus Whiskey. See what they want to do. Governor was not on that jet last game, but he's going to be on that. Billy Bob's going to be moved to that kill job. But Billy Bob is going to start it off with a shot on a Whiskey. Whiskey not able to find it. As yeah, good move right there.
Very nice.
Find that first pick. See what they want to do here. Kind of rotating off of A little bit. But you do have that Viper, Ginger Jesus, looking to come in through the back. Might run into dead here.
Get spotted.
Yeah, he's seen dead. He's going to find it. He's going to find Ginger Jesus and bring it down to a 5v3. Really good for them so far, but Patriot is going to take out G2 Smurf. Nova picking out of those double doors, and he's going to find dead himself. Kendall Jenner's going to take Nova back, though. From that mid area. And Spike is mid, but they have control of A. Might not know it yet. Steve Robot is going to pick up on Kendall Jenner being here in the mid. And Kendall
30 seconds left.
Move towards that C site or A site. Apologies, and they're going to go ahead and get that Spike down.
All right, down it goes, but it's gonna have to be a retake here, 2v3, and you can see that Billy Bob is just holding that corner, that wraparound angle that Patriot is just right there, and he gets
remaining.
spotted.
Ooh.
Oh
It's
my!
going to be even more difficult with that Viper Eco or utility. Steve Robot's pushing in, but he doesn't have his gun out, but he's going to find it anyway. Governor with the operator is going to finish it off and get another round or get their first round for PBS.
Yep, gonna be the first one picked up here for PBS this map, so that is nicely done. And the fact that Governor was able to live, holding on to that operator is going to be fantastic for PBS. So all they gotta do is go for a repeat of that. Again, looking for those angles. In that case, it was kind of a duel between the Jets holding on to those ops, but Billy Bob picking off Whiskey first meant PBS just kind of had a big angle to just walk in there without the threat of that operator being on them.
Yeah, some good duels, finding the shots, bringing it down, opening it up for them to be able to get that spike.
Going up.
You see you have kind of an aggressive move here from Orion, looking out into mid. Ginger Jesus with that sheriff. 3 sheriffs actually on the side of Orion. Gonna go ahead and do a bit of a save. Not sure if that Sky Wolf found anything.
Toxins going up.
Yeah, moving this one really slowly. Quick move out from Nova. Some stuff coming out here. Whiskey's gonna find Governor. He's gonna take that op out of their hands. That plant is gonna go towards the B side after they've all rotated and moved out of there. Nobody's gonna pick up that operator, but Dead's gonna find the Ginger Jesus. Miranda Ultimate is gonna be brought out. Billy Bob's gonna find Steve Robot. You can see nobody here with that op. Gonna see if they can find anything here. Billy Bob is gonna peek mid.
Oh, he's got his back
Gonna
turn.
see him.
Uh-oh.
Nova down to 5 HP. Whiskey though, finding the sheriff onto Billy Bob is gonna take it back and make that mid a little bit safer for Nova. But Spike is taking down. Both of them are still on site though, so they're gonna lose some eco for this round. As they can get out. One of them does get out. Dead does lose their weapon. But they get that operator for the side of Orion. They're gonna pick it up.
I do believe that Kendall has DC'd, so not too sure what the reason is why they're DC'd, but the game shall go on as we loaded in with everybody here, and PBS is gonna have to continue playing. But they did win that round, technically 4v5, because I believe Kendall was disconnected during that. So I don't know if Orion is aware of this fact at this point, but I think once they do figure it out, we're going to see a lot more aggression coming out, even though they're on defending side. Oh my god.
G2 Smurf is going to take out Nova, but Whiskey's going to find Dead with their own operator. That Sova Ultimate's going to come out and do a lot of work. Billy Bob's going to find Patriot. Equalize that 4-4 now. Nova's going to find Billy Bob on that mid stack, but Ginger Jesus with the push in the back is going to find Governor. Spike is still back there towards the spawn area.
Last player standing.
Well, they found Kendall.
Yep, gonna take that out. Got G2 Smurf here in the back, but it's not gonna do any good with that spike up towards their spawn.
One lone wolf remaining, and this is might just have to be a save coming in from G2 Smurf, because that spike is on the complete opposite side of the map of where they are right now. And
left.
yeah, I think that's what's gonna have
That's what
to
it
be, is
looks
to
like.
save it up.
Now that CS:GO butterfly knife.
A little flyby there. But yeah, I think that's oh, will they actually spot out? Oh, there he is.
Oh no. Steve Robot is gonna find G2 Smurf, gonna get a gun, get that Phantom for himself.
Right on my way.
Oh, we'll see how this goes.
see Kendall no longer in the game. That's going to be really unfortunate. But continue send that out there. But 4-2 for Orion right now. Unfortunately, PBS with a DC, meaning it's going to be 4v5, and the match will continue as planned.
Get out of my way.
It's not too sure where Kendall went. It's game day. It's week 1. I would hope they would have planned for this, but anyways, we move forward. Weeping.
Yep. Whiskey is going to get that opening shot with the operator there. Picking up that second half and op working well, but Steve Robot is going to find Dead here in the hall. Just going to pick him off. See, Nova
One
finds
enemy
GT Smurf
remaining.
made, and another quick
Flawless.
succession of kills to finish that round for Orion. Give them a flawless.
Well, another quick one there for Orion, and we might see a continuation of this, considering I sound like a bit of a broken record here, but it's 4v5, Weeping. I don't know what you do about that when one of your teammates leaves during the middle of a game. I don't believe it's an internet issue. It's just inactivity.
They think, but it's something's up. But it looks like they let's see if it's actually how this is gonna go. Okay, because they're not going to force.
I've got your trail. You should run.
A lot of shots coming through. They're going to go into that B side pretty quickly. Ginger's going to find one. Governor's going to trade it back. The
Spike
Patriot's
down,
going to find another one. Billy Bob is going to even it up a little bit. It's going to find Patriot and even up those kills. Bring it down 3-3.
Careful now.
Spike planted.
2-3, my apologies. Billy Bob is going to bring it down 2-2. Some nice shots coming out. Governor finds one shot, but isn't going to finish it off. Nova with some running shots is going to find Governor, and then
One
Middleton
enemy
is going to come
remaining.
up. Nova's going to find Billy Bob. Looks like they're going to get that defuse.
Yeah, defuse is coming through. Just confirming with players what is happening in terms of where Kendall went and if they're coming back or not. Because each team is entitled to 10 minutes of pause time. But if it is just a matter of a teammate leaving entirely and cannot continue to play well, there's not too much we can do about that. Versus if someone's having some internet issues, each team does have some time to figure that out. So we'll keep you posted with that. But it's not looking too good for PBS right now in the situation they are in. So I believe the rounds will continue going as is, Weeping, but if this is the case, I think Orion is looking for just a clean sweep here today.
Whiskey with a nice shot. Just a quick tip: you're putting a team together. Get some other contact info besides Discord. You never know.
Never know. Never know.
Maybe a Facebook Messenger, Instagram DM, a kick. Be able to contact them. But here, it is unfortunate, but we're gonna have to keep going anyway. And yep, a lot of shots coming out.
One enemy
Already,
remaining.
every
Flawless.
person who is playing has been taken down, and just a quick flawless round for Orion, 7-2. So as you said, it's looking like it's probably going to be a quick sweep unless Kendall Jenner can
come back
up, make a quick turnaround,
Yeah,
drop
this-
40 frags, but yeah, it's not looking great so far.
I mean, before the DC came out, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that we can focus on for both teams
Stay
here
safe.
today. Is seeing that aggressiveness coming out of both, but right now in defense, oh my goodness, Whiskey almost finds it. This has been a bit of a good viewing, at least to get to know some of these teams a little better and knowing how strong Orion is on the defense. But as I say that, I might be eating my own words.
Yeah, Nova finds 2 kills, but those marshals are actually picking up kills. Steve Robot, though, with
One
that flank
enemy
from
remaining.
behind, is going to take
Spike
down
planted.
Kendall Jenner, or dead, sorry. Ginger Jesus is stuck on Kendall Jenner. G2 Smurf with the operator shot is going to find Steve Robot, and Patriot's going to finish it off, and is going to get that defuse.
It was a nice attempt by G2 Smurf. Nice op shot on a Whiskey as well, too. They even got the spike down during that round, but again, This is
Yeah, it was a really good aggressive push. I really liked what they were doing, moving up really fast, and they were finding the shots with those marshals.
Let's take a little flight around Breeze here and see what we can find. There's all sorts of fun stuff, like a little bear in a lifeguard chair. That's really cute. Uh, lots of cool stuff around here. A little rooftop patio.
I gotta love that cat in the Radio Shack, or I don't know what it's called, but
Oh, let's see if we can find them. I think I know what you're talking about, but it's been a hot minute since I've been here.
Whiskey immediately finds a shot onto Governor.
More here.
Nova finds 2 more.
Spike down A. 1 enemy remaining.
See a second shot now. Kendall Jenner's gonna be the one taking down.
Yeah.
Another flawless.
That is
Last round in the half.
unfortunate, but I think Orion will probably feeling good after getting a week to play together. I don't know if they have played together as a previous team, but their first time in Legends, and it's nice to see that there is quite some good synergy going on between this team. You can see they are covering, I would say, the majority of those vantage points, whether or not they're defending or attacking. So that does come with some communication and making sure that all your bases are covered. And from today, from Orion, definitely on top of that from them.
Yeah, I mean,
Get out of my way!
I don't know how much casting there is to actually do. There are some shots going back and
Spike
forth.
down
GGG is
mid.
going to get 3 shots with that operator. Patriot finds 1. They do get 1 trade back, but that Viper ultimate's going to come down, and Nova's going to come in and get that Viper AFK.
Switching sides.
Weeping, there's always stuff to cast. You casted the the agent select, for Pete's sake.
Look, man, I'm just I'm here to get my check.
Fair enough.
I don't get paid yet, but haven't gotten there.
The split, yeah. Split, yeah. Oh, I found the cat you were talking about. It's Cool Cat.
Oh, yeah?
They're wearing
Cool Cat.
sunglasses, and it's pretty cute.
Meow.
Okay.
I won't do that again.
Look in here. Oh, look at this.
Put me in, coach. I've played like 8 ranked games and I'm 13. First of all, never forfeit that kind of information. You don't want anybody knowing the amount of ranked games you've played. Be careful with that kind of stuff on the internet. Letting people know exactly your experience can be a dangerous thing to do. As Patriot does find Governor. Good push in. I forgot it is Orion on attacking this time.
We did have the just recently had the switch there, so yes, back to the attacking side and aggressiveness.
Some shots coming out. Dead's gonna find Patriot. Whiskey finds 1 though, but Dead is gonna get that second sheriff shot. Steve Roa with a nice angle is gonna find 2. And last one, I think, is AFK. I'm not sure.
That is correct. Kendall Jenner left there back at spawn is going to be picked off there. And we're only 2 away from the match point here, so again,
Like
it's not impossible 4v5 Weeping. It has happened before. I've seen 1v4s before, but
with this kind of momentum, at least with their downward momentum, losing a game like that 13-3, it's probably really difficult to even it's I say this sometimes when I'm playing League or something like that. I never do this in ranked games because ranked is important. You should always try. But there's always the option of winning, but sometimes it's just not worth your mental stability to try to win, to play it out. Sometimes it's just a little too much, and that could be how they're feeling at this point, where you could win, but it just doesn't feel worth it.
well,
You can see some shots coming out, 2 or 3 now. Ginger Jesus finds another one, and Patriot's going to follow that up, and it's just that Sky left. Patriot's going to pick that up with the Spectre, and 12-2 at this point.
Match point.
well, this should close it out and will be the final round. If things go the way they have been going with the DC coming out of PBS. So, Orion, have looked fantastic today. PBS definitely had their good moments as well too. It's just not too much you can do when you have a teammate that disappears from the game, and
Yeah, it's a difficult position to be put into. We dealt with that a little bit. We dealt with that a little bit when I was playing back in the day.
It's a knife round, Weeping.
Yeah, it is a knife fight. Nobody's gonna start it off with a big knife onto Billy Bob. A lot of running around, a lot of movement here. Really good movement from G2's part, but it's not gonna be enough. Whiskey is gonna find that one. Dead is gonna be walking around, gonna find a flank, but Governor is gonna find Whiskey on this part. Gonna bring it down 3-4. Governor is going to find a good position on top of that pyramid, but is going to have to start running because they're catching up. Ginger Jesus is going to find Governor, and Dead is hiding. It's going to pick up that Spectre. What are you going to do here, Dead? Oh, don't do it.
He's got a
Do
knife.
not.
He's got a knife, Weeping. Watch out.
Last player standing.
He's got a gun!
Oh, man.
Dead
Well,
is
you know
looking
what?
around.
Even with the way things went today, this is still nice to see these players having a little bit of fun here at the very end. Wow.
Dead is going to find it, but the shot is going to come out with that
Attackers
big
win.
bendy knife, and Patriots going to end the game. Clutch factor here for Orion, and yeah, tough series for PBS for multiple reasons. But yeah.
Well, an interesting way to start off week number 1, Weeping, but I had some fun here casting, and you know what? You take the punches as they come, but this is I'm glad, as I mentioned, they're still having a little bit of fun. They kind of accepted what was going on, and I saw there a few times PBS trying to convince Orion to be like knife round, knife round, knife round. And they finally got it there at the final in the match point there. So, fun time for sure. Orion looking like a strong team, though. Honestly, both seem to prefer that defense starting side for those first 2 maps and just playing it really, really well. But the times we did get to see them flip on over to the attacking side, the aggressiveness coming out of this team was pretty damn strong. So, I'm excited to see this Orion squad, and hopefully, PBS next time we see them on stream are going to have the full squad here, but nothing we can do too much about that. But any final points from you, Weeping?
I just think that second game, those, I don't know, 10 or so rounds played was a violation of the Geneva Convention, and
Yeah.
I think it was tough to watch.
I did see a comment in the Twitch chat about not being allowed to show war crimes on stream, which I get. But we move on.
But yeah, it was still really, I don't want to take away from Orion. They played really well, and yeah, I'm excited to see how they do in this league. Excited to see what they can accomplish. So
Absolutely.
good games, fellas.
But with that is going to conclude our stream for today. So thank you so much for all of you tuning in and watching us today. Thank you for the sub. I believe that came in from Totally Boss, and all our new followers. Welcome to the Legends channel. But we will be back tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. EST with LRS Valorant. I believe it is NTL versus GE. I will have to double confirm that, but you'll see the stream title tomorrow, and you'll see when we go live in the We Are Live channel over in our Discord. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. But 3 p.m. EST tomorrow, right here again. If you haven't hit the follow button, go ahead and make sure to do that. But we have been your casters for today. We also have our socials now, as you can see below our cams. There's my personal Twitch there, and Weeping, I think you got your Twitter over there at WeepProm.
Yeah, that is my Twitter. My Twitch is Weeping Prophet. You go to my Twitter, you can see when I go live. I'm not saying anything. I'm not advertising myself.
No, this is the part where you get to do that, Weeping.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah, that's why we have, if you look at our analyst desk, our socials are right on the thing.
I can't. We're on a delay. I can't.
Fair
Well,
enough.
my Twitter is at WeProf. You can go there. I do have it set so that every time I stream, it tweets out. Also, I put out some banger tweets. I'm kind of, really funny. So
He's a good lad, folks.
You can tell I'm funny because I said I am.
Exactly. And
So
that's a
yeah,
fact.
check me out if you want to, if you feel inclined. But that's me.
That'll be it from us today, ladies and gentlemen. Weeping, thank you so much for being here, brother. I will.
Thank you for having me, Father.
We'll see Weeping on stream next week for LAS Valorant. I was just joining you for today. Maybe next week too. We don't know. We'll see what happens next weekend. But that'll be it from us here today at Legends. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST for LRS Valorant. And that will be all she wrote. Have a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And we'll see you when we see you. Bye.
So long.